It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 44 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy rolling to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Lions.
Ready, break.
St. Brown motioning left. They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. Montgomery back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hooker. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
It's Williams on the catch. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. A give right side for Gibbs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get them out to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And take it right on the 30. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 30.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Caught by Montgomery. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Hooker to throw it. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 47 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Lions 14, 49ers 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Good footwork at the 30. And some room to roam now. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 79 yards. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Hooker's going to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
19 tight.
Now Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, 43 yards. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
49ers 9.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Now Samuel. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Okay, ready? Check, Panther. Go, go.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 174 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Purdy now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. McCaffrey running up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce.
That?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
79 Bronco, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing. Hooker. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next, the score, Lions 21, 49ers 16.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 79 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
49ers 16.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Still on his feet. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 49ers 12-yard line.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.